Hello again. This is the Watering Man. This is YouTube video number 937. We're going to be continuing in John chapter 4, verse 51. I'll be covering the words his met him in this verse, along with other stuff. Okay. Now, I'm naming this one something along the lines. I got to see what'll fit in there. The storms of our life is a hostile confrontation. It's between the Christ in you, that little seed of Christ in each little ball way down, and the manure stuff all the way around. Your beast nature, your antichrist thinking, and the Christ thinking. Hostile confrontation. It's enmity, directly opposing one to another. Which one are you choosing? The red way? Your own beast nature way, your 666 thinking, do, or rebel. I don't have to do that. I'm independent of God's way. Or you dependent upon Christ. You got to repent. Change the way you think. Remember, metanoio. Change your knower, your noio. And meta come from appa, ik, ice, pros, pro, back into the en and sy in God. So you got to do it a lot of times. Not just that many, one for each one. No. There are a lot of times in each little ball. So it's basically pray continually without ceasing. You get knocked down, knocked off your high horse, so to speak. Your high horse, trusting in your own horse nature. Huh? Some may trust in horses, some may trust in chariots, but we will trust in the name of God, in God. Right? Okay. So here it goes. I pre-recorded.
Hello again, this is the Watering Man. This is a spiritual toolbox. This is a spiritual toolbox. And it's YouTube video number 934. Just about. Now we're going to be continuing in John chapter 4, verse 51. It says, and as he was going down, his servants met him and told him, saying, thy son liveth. Okay? Remember, we're focusing on how we're applying this stuff in the storms of our lives right now when God's doing the relationship builder in our hearts, our minds, all the way down to those little bitty spots. Infinitesimal and small, like down into the universe of our mind, that ball, down to a single thought process, blow that up, look down, all the way down again, to another little ball, and down inside that, all the way down to this, splitting it. There's a little bit of seed of Christ that needs to grow into a plant bearing much love, much fruit of the Spirit of God. And there's all that manure, your red dogs, your red Adamic way of thinking, that antichrist stuff. Lay that stuff down, let God burn it up, transform it. He's doing it thoroughly, down and throughout. That was the word we left off on. Catabino, I think that's what it is. Yeah, compound word, catabino. Okay, they just put going down. Which way you going down? This red dog went down and you go up, or going, your red dog, anyway, trying to help God out or trying to rebel against him, it's good, bad, it's ugly. God's doing it thoroughly. This is messed up, my child. You want me to cut this stuff out? Want me to circumcise the foreskin of this little ball of thinking in your mind? It's like looking down to the Plonkley size, 1 inch to negative 35. Rolling down and down to just crazy. The natural man, all the scientific proofs and stuff, all this stuff, you gotta see it to believe it and all this stuff, thanks down to the Plonkley, the 1 inch to negative 35 is as deep as it goes. God's showing you, no, it ain't. Don't stop. God takes you down there and shows you, a lot of that in there is manure. It's like 1 with 35 zeros after it down in that one little bitty Plonkley-sized ball there. And you got one little seed of Christ. 1 with 35 zeros minus this one little seed. Now let me transform it and get rid of all this manure, this ego that it just got out of this me, myself, and I thinking, that I exist in my own dog crap thinking, my own red dog, antichrist thinking, filthy stinking mistress, right? It's just fertilizer. Let it down, let God, let the battle of the Lord, let him sap it out, skim it out, and get him my eye. Hey-yah, like crunch up. Hey-yah, bring you back into existence. Let there be, and in that light, zap, plasma of God. Zap it out, chop it out, skim it out. Like in Genesis chapter 1, verse 3. Hi-yah. And then that the light of God. He illuminates you with that lightning bolt. Zap. Transforming that red dog thinking up into his righteousness, up into his love. Up the spiraling staircase, up this funnel of correction. Like in the natural, that sine wave turned on the end, coming from a radio wave all the way out, coming into all the visible light spectrum, which is just a little bitty portion that Roy G. Bidd, red, orange, yellow, blue, indigo, violet, coming in, God is spiraling you down, all the way down in, beyond the X-rays, coming outside the nucleus, outside of God, coming down to the gamma ray, where it originates inside of God, inside the nucleus, going on beyond that to the pater, to cosmos thinking. Oh my goodness! Back into oneness, to a singularity, to the oneness, the feast of oneness, feast of love, feast of ingathering, feast of booths, where God is your covering. And now hearing is good and evil. Woo! 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 Living your life in your woo! Wealth, Lord, woo! Looks like I'm hitting it now, but you're really off. You're not right in the pipeline of God. Let him focus you in like an archer, shooting at a target, trying to hit the will of God, trying to be in the pipeline of God, but they're missing. But God's holding them in with these fires, this ellipsis, this tribulation, this pressures, and the fire, P-Y-R, pour. He's purifying you in the Holy Spirit. Holy Spirit fire. He's baptizing you, immersing you in this. He's bringing you like from dust devil, like from this lower rhythmic way of thinking, this lightweight stuff, up to a higher, denser character of God. By green lighting him, and he's bringing you up and following you into his right-mindedness. Put ye on the mind of Christ. That's how you stop the red dog thinking. It's not all at once. All your antichrist thinking, all you're directly opposed to the way God thinks. And all this good and evil stuff, the rebellion, and this is the good way, God, this is you. Depart from me, you workers of iniquity, I never knew you. Vomit that crap out. You do it in the image of God. Lay that stuff down. That stuff's some dog shit. And come back to God. I agree with you, Daddy. You are my exceeding great reward. Not my will, but your will be done. And when you line up with God, it's going to work perfectly. Oh, how'd that happen? Oh, I just agreed with God. Love God. The love is a fulfilling of all that law, the do-do-do-do. Kill that Jebusite thinking. Smite it. Oh, every little bit. God's doing the offering to do that for you. Thoroughly. How much are you getting? How much are you greenlighting God? Greenlight God in all your ways. Take captive every thought to the obedience of Christ. Not this squatting dog. Red, good and bad, this fruit and knowledge of your own good and evil language. Thoughts, don't polish outside your cup. Well, as long as I look good. dog my eyes and cross my T's and stuff, I'm good, right. That's similar to putting poop, wiping poop all over your outside of the cup, and inside's full of all kinds of dead man's bones, you Pharisee. Yeah, but I got a box, a phylactery with all these scriptures on it, you poop dog. Get your mind right. That stuff's bitter enemies to Jesus Christ and his cause. Jesus, Jesus, I-E-S-O-U-S, number 2424 in the concordances, means Yahweh. Right now, without vowels or nothing, not Jehovah and all this stuff, it's Yahweh, Y-H-W-H. Right now, agree with God. You can't make empty promises and stuff and do it right now. This is your opportunity in the twinkling of an eye to be changed. Little by little by little. Well, I'm not changed enough. Well, you're not doing it habitually enough then. Dumbass. Right? Because you're believing that mute donkey. Your own righteousness, your own thinking you gotta work it out and do it all. And you're not meaning exercising the faith of God. You're not doing that. You might be saying it, but you're not doing it. Or the faith without works is empty. Huh? You're saying, I got faith in God, but you're not doing it. Green light God when he gives you opportunities. And it's not necessarily outside stuff. Inside first, and then the outside stuff will come. Seek ye first the kingdom of God. Get your mind right. I'm saying get up and walk to one lame and can't walk. Not necessarily an outside person that's in a wheelchair or something can't walk. No. You can't, people in their own red-endemic way can't live it. By doing their own red way, they can't walk in Christ. Not by doing none of this Lord of the Fly thinking, your good works and bad works, and Jebusite thinking, won't get it done. Your own righteousness is tangible, provable points. Yeah, and it don't work. Not for God. Not always. If he lines up, God wants that, it's going to work. It's perfect. He's omniscient. You got to take every thought and obedience to God first. Not to this good and bad stuff. That's some bullshit. That won't work. You can't drive out that Lord of the Fly thinking with Lord of the Fly thinking. Your Antichrist thinking with Antichrist. Agree with God. Lay that stuff down. Become a worm in that red way. Let God. Subject yourself to God. Proskuneo. Worship at the feet of God as a dog licking his master's hand. Lay it down, prostrate. Be prostrate. Lay it prostrate. Not trying to walk around living out yourself in your red dog thinking. Your works are out of your sight. Lay down all that 666 in your mind, in your forehead, in your hand. It's not talking about a tattoo on the exterior or put a microchip pow right in your forehead. There'll be holes. It's a bunch of malarkey. That's again looking at it from the external. And know the kingdom of God does not come with outward external observation. For behold, be totally amazed, the kingdom of God is within you. God's doing a relationship builder in your mind. Come on, stupid. Right? I'm loving on you. Right? Telling you, this stuff, this red dog stuff, is pure crap. Filthy mistress stinking rags. I count it all as done for me in Christ. Is that what the Apostle Paul said? He was small in the old nature, that red dog. Growing larger in the green. The green was God, emphatically in hot pursuit, and being grateful for it. Oh my goodness, that's what we're to do. An apostle, apostello, I think is what it pronounces it. It's one sent with orders from God. Go God's way. It's a command. Be reasonable, send my way. And he's not forcing you. He's just putting you in these storms so it may be bother me. I said, it's a devil out there doing it. That's what the market. Still looking out external, it's just stupid. Get past that. Go on beyond that rudimentary, elementary bullshit. It's a false accuser. It's describing it. Or Satan, it's a lollipop giver. It's trying to give you a sucker. It's trying to sucker, S-U-C-K-E-R, and not succor. Be your help. Bring you up into safety. By God. S-U-C-C-O-R. Two ways of thinking. About dichotomy. They're directly opposed. Come on. Think about that. Use your brain. God gave it to you. But don't trust just your carnal thinking. Focus, a child of God. It's mighty tough at times. As soon as you can. Green light, because the more you green light, the more of God you get. Don't be like that. The old man lived 2,000 years, 1,000 years, twice told. Don't all go to one place. He's doing this red dog stuff. He's going through this. Doing this 2,000 years in the natural. But he still yet missed the mark. All that crap's going to do. And only what's in there. If it's still in seed form, and each thought process, that's all. Let's go back to the Father. This other stuff is crap. But none of us saying, you're going to be tormented by God. That's a red dog thing telling you that. I'll scare you. And to do it the good way, it's a leg. That's your Adamic way of thinking. Telling you this is the kingdom of God. Keep me on the throne of your heart. That's wrong. Let it down. Go God's way. God gives increase. The only one that can transform this stuff into his righteousness. Okay? Now, and he does it thoroughly, okay? That's that catabano. Okay? Now, which are translating as going down, right? You can go down your shitter, down the red way, or up to God. Flush. Shitter time. Or going up to God. Which way you habitually practicing it? And these storms, these gifts. Man, they sure don't seem like gifts at the time, man. I don't know. But in the end, it is. Okay? Just gotta get through this. Help me, Father, to get through this in as godly a manner as I can. I was doing that yesterday. Oh, can't hardly eat nothing, and it just teared me up. I can't just fast because I gotta eat about every 3 hours, or man, diabetes and all these other things. I'm just about to die. So, okay, y'all take care of it. I just gotta get through it. All right. Now, we just did a hit. Let's see. Let me look. See, so I don't skip nothing. I covered was thou and as he was going down, or as he going down. Okay, that's at Catabana, and then it stopped. We covered servants. The ball thinking of his servants. Okay, the slave, which way, to the red way or to the green? Okay, I went on down in that. And then it says his met, and that his again is autos. 846, this word.
Strong's G 846. Autos.
Right.
Autos.
That's that baffling, confusing wind. That he, she, or it, that ball that you're thinking in the baffling, confusing winds. And these double-mindedness he's offering. This is not right. Want me to circumcise? Want me to chop this out? Want me to zap it out? You going, yes, sir, daddy, everything you got and being grateful? Or are you going, oh no, I'm infatuated by this. Woe is me, and all this stuff. Going down your crapper, or are you coming up to God? He's offering a way to come from this lower Adamic way and up to his higher way, right? Let's see. Go the red way or the green way. Like that possess the land by driving out that red way, that's a military term. It's a confrontation, in these storms of your life. And in the storms of your life, you're confronting the red and the green are going up. One little seed growing up to whatever size it is, up against all this manure. Which way you believe, which way you exercising your faith. Your faith in this red dog, this poop thinking, or your faith in God. Your faith in God, he'll zap it out. You try to do it out of your own might, no matter how much strength you think. Like trusting in your chariots. Some may trust. Whoa, some may trust. Whoa, some may trust. Whoa, some may trust. But not me. Some may trust in horses, some may trust in chariots, but we will trust in the name of God. Whoa, some may trust. Whoa, some may trust. Whoa, some may trust. Whoa, some may trust, but not me. Right? That horses and chariots is speaking of your own humanistic strength and your 666 nature. And your chariots, your way of living your life. I've always done it that way. I'm a banty rooster. Because I trusted in this bullshit thing. Huh? Oh no. Not again. I'm eating a bulldog, a bullshit dog. And it wasn't my friend. It tasted good in my mouth, but it was bitter in my guts. Made me sick. Right? That stuff's no good. Taste and see that the Lord is good. And then be obedient. Hear it. Oh my goodness, Father God, you are my exceeding great reward. Go God's way. Don't go to stop this red dog thing. Lay that stuff down. Put a muzzle on it. Be still. Good dog thinking. Go God's way. He'll follow his victory and zap that stuff out for you. Circumcise the foreskin of your heart. Right? It's a military term. Drive that stuff out by greenlighting God and possessing the land, your mind. Oh my God, in its place, in God's place, in this red dog's place. Increase in God and decrease in this ego, this dog thinking. That ego, the I, and you must decrease and God must increase. Right? Was that John 3:30? I think that's where it's at. All kinds. There's a whole bunch of notes down there, but I'm gonna go on. Okay. Now. Oh, I know. What's the bit on this net that says Matt? That's talking in that, I think, with the military term and all this. Is APANTAO 528, this word. Well,
Strong's G 528. Abantao.
So you drive out that old stuff and come into God, okay? And now that word means in a military sense, a hostile meeting. Coming to these storms of your life where it's pressurized. A hostile meeting between these two directly opposing things, warring against each other. God's ways and your own humanistic ways. Your good and evil stuff and the tree of life. Huh? Christ, God's way, or antichrist thinking. It's in your mind. Two in your earth, two in your field, one will be taken and one left, one taken out. Lay this stuff down, that's that red dog. Ooh, yuck, poop thinking, your own beast nature. God's offering, take it out. Don't believe this red dog trying to confuse the matter. It's in this baffling, confusing wind, and try to get you to stay with its way. Keep your own mind on the throne of your heart, of your mind. It's stay king, the squatting king. No, drive that thing out. In this military sense, in this hostile meeting, God's doing it. This pressure situation in the world, there must be tribulation, but be of good cheer, for I have overcome the world. Christ has overcome it. This worldly thinking, fleshly thinking. Only God can do that. And it's by you laying that stuff down. Take every thought captive to the obedience of Christ. Let God's glory grow in you, His nature, character, authority, the name of God, and this ego decrease. Ooh, yuck. That's nasty, okay? Now this military term here, this apopteo, I think is what it pronounced it again. I gotta look at that again.
Strong's G528. Apantao.
Okay. Now it comes from two words. 535 and 473. Okay? 535 is the apa. Let me get it pronounced.
Strong's G575. Apa.
Now, let me make sure. Okay. Yeah. Now, this apa is speaking of separation. And he's separating from God or separating from your own carnal thinking. Remember that? Meta. Speaking of apa, separating from this crap thinking, this red dog way, lower red Adamic way of thinking. Your light way, light in the nature, character, authority of God. Separate from that, divorce it. And come from all the ek. Ek. And then eyes go two towards the into God. Except for pride, it's to your advantage, go that way. And then the pro way, superior way, and you're coming back up all the way into God's righteousness. Being in with relation to resting God, and that's why in union with God. Okay? This is apa, that separation. Okay? And divorce God's righteousness. And so I'm trusting in myself. I don't care if Jesus Christ come down here and told me. I wouldn't believe it. You dumbass. And you're not speaking in the love of God, and you're speaking in the donkey nature. That's all you're doing. Trying to call it God. That's no good. It's good and evil, it's wrong. Nasty, rotten, filthy, stinking, monstrous berries. Ooh, yuck. Okay? Now, that comes from apa, speaking of separation, and 473. Now, this is not hostile. Okay? That's this word, anti.
Strong's G473. Anti.
That's a primary particle. It means over against or opposite to. It's in a hostile thing. In this situation here, man, God's giving you an opportunity to choose Him, be reasonable, sit His way, agree with God, green like God, and He'll take care of all this other. You just lay that stuff down. Don't try to walk it out, live without. That stuff's too great for you. Not too great for God. See that? Hope goes into confidence in God. As you exercise that faith, it goes into the truth of God. God loves you beyond the mere description of words. And this love, this conditional love. I love you if you love me back. If not, I'm going to throw you in hell. Right? That love grows to a love beyond the mere description of words. God's love. It's more greater than unshakable, unconditional. It's greater than perfect love. Oh my goodness, there's a word, love beyond your understanding. God's bringing you back, giving you more and more and more, or charm, ability to love as He loves. And then it meets together, makes it to nuclear fusion. Oh my goodness, exact representation in the kingdom of God, every little spot and every little thought process. As you agree, 1, 2, 48, it increases. God gives the increase. Okay? Now, that was actually the word that translated as met. Okay? That, this word. Right?
Strong's G 528. Apantao.
And then where do you meet him? It says him. Met him. 846. Altos.
Strong's G 846. Altos.
And those storms are baffling, confusing winds, giving opportunity come from this double-minded stuff up to His higher, superior way, His love. And it completes, it fulfills all that laws, that that 666 humanistic thinking in your mind and in your hands and on your chest. It's worthless. Just trust God.
About to run out of time. Got a little bit more, but you won't get it.
And we'll stop there, and I'll start next on that word